I mean, people understand more about the Federal Reserve now, and even 9/11 is starting to go mainstream in some aspects, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's getting there, and that's because more of us are asking questions. See, that's the key to this whole thing, is not to be afraid to ask questions. Don't back down. Don't accept the status quo. One of the most unique, I start my book off with a quote from a guy who I think you and I will both agree is smarter than us two probably together. And here's the quote. Quote, "A foolish faith in authority is the worst enemy of truth." I'll repeat that. A foolish faith in authority is the worst enemy of truth. Who do you think said that?
I would guess Jefferson, but I'm not sure.
Albert Einstein.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. I start the book off with a quote from Albert Einstein, and to me it tells the whole book. A foolish faith in authority is the worst of truth, the worst enemy of truth.
Well, and that's what we have right now, an epidemic, I think, in America, of foolish faith in authority.
Yeah. Well, that's because through the Bush administration, we were told that if you go against the government, you're unpatriotic.
Yeah.
You know, you couldn't speak out against the Iraq War. They wouldn't let anybody because that was unpatriotic. And what they don't realize, Thomas Jefferson said dissension's the greatest form of patriotism.
How do we wake people up to this? I mean, you're doing a great job, but how do we wake up millions more?
I don't know. We just got to be vigilant. We got to keep talking about it. You can't shut up. You know, you got to talk about it and make people think and make them get out of their shells and realize that, you know, you have to be diligent to have your freedom. And you have to, I'm a great believer that you hold your government's feet to the fire. If you do that, you'll get good government. If you don't do that, you're going to get bad government. And I guess it's going to, probably it'll have to take about a day of martial law before anybody wakes up, and by then it could be too late.
It may very well be too late. Whatever happened to the government? They're supposed to be afraid of the people because the people are in charge and the people grant freedom or rights to the
No, they're
government.
not. The government is the main entity now.
Yeah.
The people are secondary to the government now.
The powers that be. The powers that be. The powers that be. The powers that be. The powers that be.
Play like a tough game, no rules. Some you win, some you lose. Competition good for you. To die, to be free. The powers that be.
But history and our own conscience will judge us harshly if we do not now make every effort to test our hopes by action. And this is the place to begin. According to the ancient Chinese proverb, a journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. My fellow Americans, let us take that first step. Let us, if we can, step back from the shadows of war and seek out the way of peace. And if that journey is 1,000 miles or even more, let history record that we, in this land, at this time, took the first step.